Is this thing on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm the Gen X Army vet. This video comes from TikTok and is apparently showing, well, for what I'm see, it's showing that how black women, they always form the sisterhood about everything, no matter if the woman is in the wrong. The sisterhood comes behind her and they push for her, encourage her, yeah, girl, whatever the case is. But in this particular instance, the sisterhood are attacking this woman because she doesn't follow their code of hive mind, thinking the same way that they think. So she's getting a lot of pushback because of what she did. So this lady goes by name, I guess, Peach Patch or Peach McIntyre on TikTok. She's one of those TikTokers that posts everything about her life, whether it's family, personal, husband, all that type of stuff. She posts everything online. And she's making a lot of money. She got like over 1 million followers or subscribers or something like that. And she saw the movie called Straw, one of the bullshit Tyler Perry movies. I've never been to Tyler Perry, but whatever. She gave her opinion about it, and they're pushing back. So without further ado, let's get into it.
So Peach Patch, all yesterday, all I seen down my timeline was about this new Tyler Perry movie, Scrawl, and how it was so good, and y'all was crying about it. Now, I typically don't watch TV. If you know me, you know I am not a TV girl. I'm a book girl. But I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and watch this with my husband. So my husband and I stayed up last night and watched it, and I realized.
Now, hear what she said there, right? She watched it with her husband. She has a husband, and they have 9 children. And half the women complaining, they're single mothers, not married, never were married, and they have children. So let that sink in.
Realize I'm so different from y'all. I am so different from y'all because I did not agree with y'all. I didn't cry none of the movie. I was not empathetic for her, which we all know I lack empathy skills.
I do too. But keep in mind, she said that she didn't agree with the movie. She didn't cry. She didn't have empathy towards this character in the movie. And she's specifically talking about the movie. Keep that in mind.
Anyways, I felt like I agreed with her boss at the grocery store. How he say she always full of excuses, always got problems. She went to the bank instead of her just going to her daughter's school and coming right back and all this other stuff. She just had a lot of issues. I stay away from motherfuckers like that in the real world. And I feel like black people in general just lack accountability because she wasn't no hero. Her little struggle story, so what? Nobody cares that you have a sick child.
That's the thing. A lot of people, especially single mothers in the black community, they want you to care about every facet of their life. They're struggling. They're a black woman. They can't get no support from their husband, father, or whatever, boyfriend, baby daddy, whomever. They don't care. People don't care about that. Part of being an adult is to adapt and overcome. I hate to use the, Marines term, but adapt and overcome. You face adversity, you take it head on, you adapt to it, you mold it, make it yours, and you figure shit out. That's part of being an adult, a responsible adult. But apparently, a lot of, like I said, the sisterhood are attacking her because, oh, you talking about me personally. No, she kept it specifically about the movie.
Nobody cares. If anything, I feel like she did it wrong. If you are struggling financially, you got to work all these jobs and you can't really take care of your baby, you should just quit your job at that point. Quit your job, go to a shelter, get you some food stamps, qualify for free lunch. You only got one baby. And then after that, getting you somehow, like, she just did it wrong. In the end, the whole time the daughter had died the night before. So she was just losing her mind anyways.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen the movie, I haven't. I don't care to see it. That is not my thing. I do not care about Tyler Perry movies. She's pretty much telling about it, so oh well.
But I feel like I didn't agree with y'all. I didn't cry none of the movie. I felt like she lacked accountability. She was full of excuses. And for y'all to be sympathizing with that, and oh, as a mom, even when I was a bum of a mom, and I have been a bum of a mom, it was my own fault.
See, that's what she's talking about. She took accountability for her actions. A lot of women don't want to take accountability. They're like, ooh, accountability. No. Like the Joe Drake, no accountability. She's talking about taking accountability. They don't like that. That's going against the sisterhood.
I was the reason that my life was fucked up. It wasn't no job. It wasn't no man. It wasn't. It was me.
And you hear these women, they single mother, they show up late to work and they want to complain that the boss don't give them any leeway. No, you have a set time to be here. You got to get here by that time. And then they come with every excuse. Apparently, that's what was going on in the movie. The woman always had excuses about everything that's bad that's going on in her life. No accountability whatsoever. And they don't like that.
I was doing the wrong things. It's like, what are you doing with your money? What are you doing with your money? I hated the part. The part I started cussing at was the part when Tiana Taylor's character, I think her name was Detective Raymond, when she went and swung on the white officer and was like, "This is your fault." That ain't his fault that she decided to shoot her boss at the supermarket. She could have literally, he telling the police on the phone, "Oh, it was Janaya. She set this up." Okay, girl, you could have told the police it wasn't you. Yeah, they could have not believed you, but I feel like they would have. Instead, you made a bigger problem for yourself. Why would we empathize with that?
So that's the thing about these Tyler Perry movies that one of the things that I can't stand. It's the same old formula, rinse, repeat. Tired, broken, mad black woman, yada yada yada. If you look at it, watch all his movies. It's crazy because when we moved to Texas in the early '90s, that's what was going on. That was the thing. But back in it was just plays. And my mother, my aunts, my sister, they would eat that shit up. Oh, Tyler Perry this, Tyler Perry that. I went to one Tyler Perry play. I couldn't do it. That is not my thing. They ate that shit up. When next play come out, always in town, they're going to go see it. They're going to go watch the movie. It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Hey, I'm not mad at him. He's getting his bag. He's getting his money. They going to continue. It's like Call of Duty. It's the same damn game every year. People keep eating that shit up. It's the same damn thing. So same thing with Tyler Perry movies. Same exact thing.
That was silly. So this is how I know that I'm a black sheep. I don't think like y'all. It did not make me cry. If
Not
anything,
part
it
of the hive
made me
mind.
angry. That she lacked so much accountability, and she just was struggling so bad, and she just acted silly. Now, granted, her daughter had died the night before, so she was out of her mind, anyways. But she was just silly. Just
Then that's pretty much where it ends. Check out some of these comments. It says, you like empathy for everyone, everything besides wood. Girl, bye. What's wrong with not having empathy? You know, a lot of people don't have it. Like me, I don't have time for nobody's bullshit. That's why when I was in the healthcare, get ready to become a therapist, I could not do it. I have no empathy for nobody. So I exit stage left. The pot calling the kettle black. See, they're attacking her. When women don't have an argument about the facts she's spitting, they start attacking with ad hominems, calling the kettle black. They're trying to point it directly at her. They attack the woman, the character of the person. They're not attacking her statement about the particular movie. Keep that in mind. Peach, only person you cry for is Wood. Peach, please, for real. She basically was on her last straw. I think the movie just went over your head. See? Okay, maybe that's a decent comment, but, they started attacking her. Lacking empathy is a trauma response. Not really. If you're just tired of bullshit, people's bullshit. I learned that in the military. I'm tired of hearing excuses from these privates, bullshit, same old stuff. I don't got time for it. Either produce, be productive, or get the fuck out the way. Somebody else will do it. You need the books with the pictures and color. See? They're attacking her on her education, her lack of understanding. I hate Tyler Perry movies outside of the early Madea movies. See? Okay, there's a reasonable one. Did you say scrawl? Peach, the struggle is real. Depends on where you're from. Some people say scrawl. It's a Texas thing. You go to Texas, anywhere in Dallas specifically, South Oak Cliff. That's my hood. That whole song. That everybody says scrawl. Screet, scrimps. You know. All right.
You get on this app and you cry about
Bonnet Crew.
but you gonna get your big ass on this app.
See, they already attacking the woman. Talk about the movie. If she was wrong about certain parts of the movie, talk about the movie. No, they're talking about her. They can't keep it about what she said. Keep on topic. They attack the person because I guess they all fall in that category of what that woman going through in the movie.
And state your opinion about the Straw movie and say, that. Hold on, y'all.
Bonnets just looks so ghetto to
Cause
me.
this shit just really threw me for a loop. So basically, she was like, she didn't feel bad for her. She had too many problems. She don't feel like the boss was wrong because she had too many excuses. Why didn't she just quit her job? She had one kid. She should have just went to the shelter.
I'm following with it so far.
Like, Pete, shut the fuck up. Cause girl, you basically a fucking single mama.
See? Then they start talking about her. How's she a single mom? She's married. She said, with my husband, right? She's got 9 children. I watched the movie with my husband. See, they try to talk, go directly at the person. They don't know how to keep an argument stay on topic of the argument.
The way would do your ass. You just got a little money to support you and them 9 kids. But you get on this app and you just act like you just at the top when all that could be taken away. So
the thing is, like I said, she's attacking the woman, the character, not the movie, her response to the movie. Yeah, like I said, she's one of those TikTokers that puts all her business out there. Fine. Just understand, you put whatever you put out there, you're under scrutiny from anyone who can see it. I'm sure she understands that. I'm sure her husband understands that. But yet, they're laughing their way asses all the way to the bank, buying houses, buying cars and shit. Or are you going to just try to throw ad hominem attacks? Be real.
stay humble. Because, baby, you could be the next Janiyah with your 9 kids. Needing food stamps. Needing help. Needing, like, what? Like, she really lacked empathy skills for real, because watching that movie touched my heart, like, for real.
Okay, why don't you stick to that then? Why didn't you leave with that? You said, watching that movie touched my heart. I feel you're wrong because of this, this, and this. Not attack the person, talk about her 9 kids. That's the thing about, specifically black women, these younger black women. They don't know how to argue or state points or make, substantiate their argument.
And she talking about, oh, she didn't cry. She didn't feel sorry. She should have done better.
Okay. What about these omits? Tyler Perry needs to do a movie on her situation next. Then the authors, for real. It's always funny until it's you. Yeah, Peach be doing too much. See, they're attacking her. Like, again, social media saved her, so she would be very thankful. When social media go, God will humble heart. Humble. Okay. I don't need my glasses on. If SB, what the hell is it, SB, is already struggling, what makes sense to quit a job? Do Peach even be thinking? Peach always doing the most. This is why I can't with her. Peach do that for interaction. Peach just herself trending, okay? So she's making money from TikTok, so all these responses getting her paid. So I guess she can't be mad at
She
her.
came on here talking about straw, knowing damn well
Bonnet
she
Crew.
like safety for everybody besides Wood. She feels that black women characters in movies need to take more accountability and stop thinking that people should feel sorry for them just because they're single moms. She feels like black people just lack accountability.
Okay, why she hiding then? It's one of those people that if you're gonna talk shit, let yourself be seen. Talk shit. You're trying to hide and talk shit. That's like talking about like a Call of Duty, any other game. It was with keyboard warriors. You hide behind your keyboard. She's hiding behind, her bonnet.
Just because she wasn't no hero and she told her struggle story that we care is that her child was sick. She feels like she did it all wrong. She should have just quit her job, went to a shelter, and qualified for food stamps. She feels like Janiyah was full of excuses, and just for us to be sympathizing with her just because she was a single mom was not right. Yes, everybody have their own opinion, but I don't agree with nothing Peaches said. But in this movie setting, Janiyah wasn't asking for no type of help, no type of handouts. She didn't have her breaking point until her daughter fucking died.
At least she kept it specifically the facts of the movie.
But hey, I see what Peach is trying to do. She's trying to give her own opinion, get our panties in a bunch, just so she can get her a fat ass check this month when it's time for payout, baby.
I know someone I cannot stand on this app, and I mean, I liked them previously, but I can't stand them because I've seen the discernment of their dark.
You hear the kid in the background? You should be on TikTok. Go take care of your kid.
Spirits. is this motherfucker right here. I can't stand this lady.
Well, why you
And
watch?
it's because how she
She can't stand her, but yet she's always on her TikTok though. I don't get that. It's like same thing like people complain about certain things. Oh, I can't stand this, blah blah blah. But you can't turn your head away from it either.
drags black people, black women, black families, black.
That's what she don't like. She drags black people, black women, black families. No, say the same thing about me. I don't like certain things black people do. I don't drag them for it. I make specific points, stick to the point and the fact, and move on. You know, people want to argue with me, say certain things like, that's not what I said. Listen to what I said, play it back, and then crickets.
Black single mothers when she was once in that predicament before she even got her social media fame.
There we go. Attack the person. You can't stick on topic. They don't like something a person says. They speak a certain thing. Oh, I'm gonna attack the person instead. It's pretty weak.
You was once on Section 8. You was one in low income. You was once on food stamps. You was once on Medicaid, but
And like she said, she took accountability. She realized her flaws, took accountability, and made changes. They don't see that part.
you drags people because
Well, look like he's gonna be pretty quiet in TikTok on these TikTok streets today. I just saw Peach McIntyre put up a video. And I think in her caption it went something like, y'all were laughing thinking she was gonna be in a hotel and she been hanging TVs.
She out there buying houses and shit,
But
hanging
if you look
TVs.
at my videos, the other week I just posted a video telling you people how people that smart move in silence. Because one thing about it, two things for sure, people are always happy when you're doing bad. But when you're doing good, they're going to do one or two things. They're going to hate on you and they're going to try to mess it up. One or two things, they're going to hate on you and pray against your downfall trying to mess it up. It is not good to tell everybody your move. I knew Peaches was going to come out on top. I knew it. It's like y'all don't pay attention. Y'all just worry about so much of negative stuff. Don't pay attention. I saw when
That's what I'm saying. They worry about what she's talking about in the movie. The entire time she's buying houses, buying TVs, hanging up her new crib, and they talking about, you know, oh, you was this way, you was this way. You're talking about the what was. They ain't talking about the what is, because they can't. Because in the what is, the current, they're doing bad, and she's up. She's living large right now. So they're gonna talk about like, oh, I remember back in the day you used to be fat. Like, they get me that though. Like certain people, like, they don't get that.
when she was out in Home Goods and all that other stuff, and different places shopping and buying frames and stuff. That stuff you buy when you got a new house. You already know the layout and stuff. You finna buy. You going shopping for your house. You know, she make umpteen videos, so ain't no telling when she went to Disney World. That lady been moving. She already been packed up in her house. But let that be a lesson to most people. You always have to move in silence. I know somebody right now, getting a house built from the ground up, and don't nobody know it but them and their husband. And that's another thing. That Wood, he down.
Let's read these comments. Move in silence. It's a thing. I love Peach. She's having all the haters confused. Exactly. She posts what she wants them to see. At the same time, they make their little comments. They do little stitch videos. She make more money. She's going to the bank laughing at the asses. Yes, got to confuse the enemy. Now her hate is going to be really hating now. It's funny. Where's the one with a lot of comments? Here's one. Are they scrambling trying to find the address? I sold my house, bought a new house in a different state, and didn't tell one person. Exactly. They ain't touching Peach. All they can do is just talk shit because that's what they can do. They can't do nothing else. But like I said, she's getting her money. She's getting her bag while the haters are gonna hate. They can't make an argument because she's proving them wrong. But that's my comment. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll catch you next video. Peace.